word of the day, and
Okay,
I can't think of the word.
Okay, we're getting started. Okay, and I'm about to come on, kids. In about 3, 2, even the live's taking forever to start. They're like, okay. Here we go. I think we're on. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I think we're on, kids. The Why Not Mini Spotlight here on JLJ Media. That's me. Hi, I'm JLJ. I'm like, oh my God, I'm JLJ Media. This is me. It's crazy. Of course, we're back, bitches. We're back. And I'm not alone, of course. I'm here with the ladies who brunch, and everything else. Tami Govea and Candice Aristotle Dumas. Mac.
Take a shot. Take a drink if you heard that name.
I think we can all agree that we've spiked our morning libations because
some of us more than others.
I'm telling you, is there anyone in the chat room yet?
I don't think so. I don't know yet. Why not mini spotlight here on JLJ Media?
I think we're going to need to do that today. Every time you guys hear that name,
hi,
just take a drink.
I'm talking. Okay. Yes. There we go. Folks, so we're here to talk about Y&R, of course, but we're not going to do a traditional recap. We're going to talk about some stuff. We haven't been off for a while, so a couple weeks. So we're going to talk about some stuff that's happened, obviously. Hi, Grace Thompson. Hi, Kenneth Clark. We're going to talk about just in general the show and drinking some stuff that I'm just like, what? Hi, Teresa B. Like that. And we're going to talk about some stuff, kids. We're going to talk about some stuff. Kimmy, Janaea, okay, come on in, kids. The water is fine. I just want to tell you guys, I got church announcements with Tami. Do you want to say something?
No, I just wanted to ask you, James, to please, don't move the clouds right now because the lighting's perfect.
But Tami, my clouds are moving. So you're in LA, they're moving too. So, they're moving. Because a minute ago, it was like kind of sunny here, but now it's like kind of overcast. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just keep a watch on my light too, because I'm right by the window, and you notice mine is getting it's light right now, and then I hope it's not another tornado.
Another tornado, she just said. Another. Okay,
yeah.
Well, she said another tornado. So fun. Oh, what? We're good. I can do my church announcements. Right, quiet.
Okay, amen. Amen, hallelujah.
Oh, Jesus, amen. The body of some Christ, amen. Okay, folks. We have a new Pope too, actually. Funny, since we saw you last, speaking of that, and he's black. Well, his family's from the Creole, Louisiana. So that's where my family is. So hi, cousin Pope. All right. Also, I did my birthday. Thank you, Laura. I had my birthday. I'm a year older. Yes, I am 56. Thank you. It was the hottest weekend in Los Angeles, so it sucked. But I survived somehow. I sweated the whole time. Literally, it was 100 degrees in Long Beach where I was. It was crazy talk.
And that's not normal.
No. And Tami knows she's here. Not normal at all.
No.
But my sister and I spent it together, and we both were crying because it was hot. It's hot. And if you're going through menopause and it's hot, it's already hot outside. It's not fun either.
Menopause?
Well, my sister, they're going through menopause. So it's like they're going through the whole. And I've been going through menopause for like 20 years. So I'm gonna go there. Also, so today we're back. It's a full soap block. She says, Kenneth says, thank you for the shout out on the interview with Vincent. It was so good, Tami.
Oh, you're absolutely very, very welcome, Kenneth.
Well, this will be part of church announcements. Tami, tell them that we have brought back Voices of Daytime, and you had Vincent on.
Yes, we have, the most recent one is with Vincent, and, there's other things in the works. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's back. We're also very excited to have it back, and the response has been wonderful. So thank you for your support, you guys. I really appreciate it.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you, folks, and Tami has some good stuff in the works, folks. Some in the works. Kenneth Clark, we'll get to Don on the next show, Don. The next show. He's bold and beautiful. We'll talk about that after that. But also, we have at the next show, Bold and Beautiful. Amanda just texted. She's had internet issues, which we all do. She's trying to get on, so we'll see what happens with her on that one. So, but we're doing Bold next. It's about that whole storyline. And then me and Frank Moran are back doing General Hospital. So we'll be back talking about that and all those shenanigans on that show Lots going on. Please let the whole Geo thing just come out already. I'm ready. I'm ready for
it. Every single show, YNR, Bull, GH, is just please pull the trigger, pull the tooth, pull the plug, just stop it already.
The only show giving me full quiet show. Quiet. I got a new phone. Shit. All right. Is Beyond the Gates, folks. My favorite new show right now. It's delivering on all cylinders. But I just want to say that. Okay. So those are all today. We're doing those. Tonight, a special night. Speaking of shows that delivered, John Dunphy, Frank Ryan, and I will be talking about Andor, the last 3 episodes of the series, 10, 11, and 12. It ended this week. And talk about television that was some of the best of the year. I sobbed like a baby at the end. It was to me, it was the best Star Wars series ever. So you want to see us talk about that? That's at 7 p.m. tonight live here on JLJ Media. So
Baby, that means nothing. You cry at everything.
I do cry a lot more these days. I'm a big baby. But I'm telling you, everybody agrees this season was the best of all the Star Wars seasons. And it leads to Rogue One, the movie. So it totally leads right into that. So it's the best. That's because that's tonight at 7 p.m., which I mentioned that. Also, you can't forget my chocolate twin, Tony Moore, and his gaggle of gals over there at Edition Days. Make sure you check them out at 3 o'clock today. Go over there to Edition Days channel. Tell him all his old friends, he says every week, James sent you. And yes, I told Eve not to eat the apple. She didn't listen. So that's true. Also, I give a couple of shout outs and some notices this week. Because we haven't been on for a while, so everybody just kind of, there you go. One, there's a new soap opera out there. It's called Montecito. You want to watch my interview on Daytime Today with its creators, Grant Rudder and Mr. Pemberton Brooke. I love his name. He just has a great name. We talk all about it, and it's out now. Some of your favorite stars, like, I want to say Carly Manning, Crystal Chappelle, and Vincent Irizarry, and Mark Anthony Samuel. And there's a lot of stars on this series. It's an audio series. Check it out. And Montecito, the audio series is on YouTube. It's on Apple. You also go on Facebook to Audience Montecito and audio series for their thing. So yes, check it out there. But also, we got to say goodbye to a soap that I had a hand in, that I felt a little emotional about it myself. Forever a Day ended its 5-year run for 4 seasons, right? 4 seasons? I know. It's a little 5 seasons. A little emotional. I had it on for the first 2 seasons of life. I helped birth it into the world. They just finished their last episode. And so if you haven't checked it out, check it out. You might hear me on it early in the seasons as a narrator, as a part of thing. So I was on there. But just, I mean, it's something that, at the beginning of the pandemic, we started this, me and Casey, got Candice involved. I mean, Morgan and other folks. There's some famous folks on that show too, folks. And also Tony Moore. You know Tony Moore.
Yep. Tami was on there.
Tami was on there. So a lot of folks on there. So I say it's congratulations to you guys, Candice. And I know it was bittersweet. You wrote some messages online. You can follow Candice for your messages, but you want to say anything to the fans of that show on here while we're here?
I'm still not over it yet. It really hasn't really hit me yet, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I
just want to say thank you to everybody who believed in us, because again, we started something. We didn't know what the hell we were doing. Seriously, we didn't know. We didn't know how to translate this to you guys. And to everybody who seriously was there with us since day one, who believed in us, who believed in James and his network, because he was going into something he didn't know. You guys all know me. I've been saying I wanted to do this for a long time, and Casey bringing his idea over, and to the actors of daytime digital, bro. Thank you. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, thank you. And if you haven't checked us out, go over to our social media pages. Check us out from episode 1. Listen to how we really grew up. If you really think about it, we did grow up in our ways. Yeah. And plus, we won an award.
We did. We did. So I was going to say, so yes, I just want to say shout out, but there's a whole world, folks, of audio dramas, and I have over 25 of them. And I just want to give a shout out to the latest ones that are big hits for us right now. I mean, seriously, The Last Floor, She's My Girlfriend, and The Text. So check those out. Those are doing so. I mean, they're doing. I did the numbers this week, and I'm I'm flabbergasted how many thousands of downloads we're getting. I just appreciate it. Yes, Miss Aristotle.
Yes, and I also like to give a shout out to the fans that listen to the email. One of the top shows, as well as on JLJ Media, is the email Easter Hair, which I would like to be killed one day.
Well, I got killed. I got killed. I'll kill you for Candice. Don't worry. Tami's been killed on that show.
It was a highlight.
I know.
Of my career.
Also, Emmy winner Justin.
Please kill me. Please.
She did. She said, I would be killed. Tony Moore has been killed on the show. Emmy winner Justin Torkelson's been killed on the show. So I'm like, the killings are fun. It's like, that sounds like happy Sunday, everybody. But the Easter Hair is out, yes. And Miss Toro, Pepper Winters is doing really well these days too. Like, we have like a whole bunch. So and also I'm off tomorrow's a new day. Actually, I can't forget that. I'm on that show. I play Evil Richard, the lawyer. So just there's a lot out there. I'm just saying there's a whole other world that you can just listen to. Just like put them on, listen to. So we'll give a shout out. Also, before we get into we can just get started right now, I have to thank the listeners because I shared the numbers. I was going to share them with Candice, but I did with Tami and Frank. Our audio listeners, I do not want to forget you because you are literally building my business here at JLJ Media. Y&R audio listeners, we're at 42,000 downloads and counting. So, I mean, seriously.
Thank you, audio listeners.
There you go. That's what he's like all the time. Yes, Tony's still all the time. It is seriously, I don't even know what to say. I'm just like, I mean, you guys come to us for views on YouTube. We love you also, but I don't want to forget the audio people because you guys really do come in. Bold and Beautiful is at 10K. We love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And General Hospital is at 229,000 downloads.
Shut the front door.
Right?
Frank and I fell out. No, we fell out. We don't even know. I can't even say thank you. I don't even know what to say. I would just say we're at almost a 250,000 downloads.
Thank you guys for listening to us rant and rave about these shows.
Yes.
Tell your friends about it. Let them know. It's easy to listen to when you walk to work, when you're at work.
Yeah. The
gym. When you make love to your spouse.
Okay, not that.
Why not?
Let's want to hear my voice. Anyway, and then also just listen to them. And then so yes, and then I just want to tell you that. And next week will not be here because it is Labor Day. It's Memorial Day weekend. It's a weird month because it's not the last weekend in May, but it's
so confusing. Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll be back June 1st. That's a Sunday. So we won't be here this weekend, but we'll be here the next weekend.
Wait a minute. This is the last. Wait, today's the 18th.
It's the last full
soap block.
Weekend. Well, it's the last next week. Next weekend is the last full May weekend.
Right.
But the following weekend, it's May 31st. It's a Saturday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They didn't do it like June 2nd being Memorial Day.
I have teacher's brain right now. And shout out to the teachers who listen to these shows.
Yes.
Doing lesson plans.
Oh my God. Okay, kids, we're gonna go in. All right. So we've been off for a few weeks and I've been watching the show and I talked to some of the stars from the show too. Off camera, as you guys know. And I love them. I want to make that very clear that I love the actors. And I think they all can act. That's not an issue. I wish I say that for a caveat first. But right now, it seems like after they had the last drama with Ian and all that, and Alan, well, not Alan, I said Alan. Well, I guess it was everybody, the whole thing. Now we're stuck. It feels stuck. I'm gonna say a couple things. I want everybody to kind of chime in. we have this weird made up Taraya crisis. Don't know where that came from. If we say Aristotle Dumas one more time, I'm going to jump into running traffic on a 405 during rush hour. I'll make sure I get hit. I'll make sure I get hit over and over again. Claire and Kyle.
Right now, James, I would want them to throw in a picture of the 405 so that people could really appreciate what that means.
I know that's pretty funny. That's just pretty funny. As far like the 405, I know I was going to say that until now. I was like, I had a picture of it. I know I was going to say that. They've beaten them else to death. It's this whole like, is Billy going to start the company or what? Is Phyllis going to walk around the same feelings or what? There's a lot of stuff to me it feels stuck. So I'm gonna let Tami go first, and then Miss Aristotle Dumas Mac chime in. Let's work it out, kids. I'm just gonna. I can't stop saying it. I can't stop saying it.
I asked folks in the chat favorite moment and least favorite for this week.
Yeah,
and I think Samantha in the chat pretty much summed it up. She says favorite moment Michelle Morgan, least favorite everything else.
Come on, Samantha, that's right, girl.
So she is it. She's encompassed everything that we're feeling in a very polite way.
Have a nice day, everybody. We'll see you next week.
There's so many things that it's just Bold goes dark for a while, and regurgitates like old episodes sometimes while they do that. And that's what I think Y&R should do for maybe a couple of weeks, is just air some old episodes until you recalibrate and come out with some fresh content that is exciting. But there were two moments, because I'm always the glass is half full, right?
Okay.
Maybe something will kick in. Okay, maybe. So the first moment where I thought, oh my God, I just don't know if I can take much more of this, was turning Sharon into this, who are you calling, Phyllis? Where are you going?
Yeah. Oh.
Nick, what are you doing? Do you want to come over for lasagna? What they're doing there is awful. And then the moment where was this the 12-step program of acceptance? That this show is completely derailed, and I accept it. And that was when Victor infiltrates Jabot and walks into Jack and Kyle's office to lay down the law. Okay. And they have diminished Jack to just looks. As Victor is ranting and raving and Kyle is screaming at him and blah, 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 and all Jack is doing. And then Victor leaves and Kyle's blah, 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 and Jack's he's deflated. They've deflated him. And I thought that's the moment. This is okay. This is it.
So before Candice chimes in for a
Jack
second, I'm sorry. Candice said something last year that I was so shocked on camera, because I was like, Candice was kumbaya, let's have our hands together and blah, blah. But it was about Y&R, and you said, I'm sorry, James, I can't defend it anymore. And you said, I have nothing. I have nothing. I want Josh Griffin gone. You said you were totally odd. You were like, I had never heard Candice like that before in my life, because he's always like, oh, why are you working out? She was like, and your face, you were done. You were DUN. Put a fork in you. You were done. Turn off the oven. That's it. And I was like, oh my God, now I know how she feels, kind of. Like we all kind of we're pretty much an optimistic crew on this. We try okay, there's some good and bad things, but like right now, it is the most boring-ish show, non-movement show on earth.
Constipated. It's constipated.
Yes, constipated. Let's go on. Constipated. Candice, you have the floor.
I said before the show, I am so sorry to William J. Bell and to Lee Phillip Bell, because this show, and the police is going to come and arrest me in a few minutes because of what I'm about to say, is that this show sucks. It sucks to the point where I actually was this close of saying to James today, I'm stop watching the show. I'm going to stop watching the show. I'm fatigued. I am fatigued of the chapters of the show. Last chapter was the psychological thriller of Alan Martin, Sharon Phyllis. And I'm noticing in the last 7 years that Josh Griffin has been on the show. And for those who don't know, Josh Griffin writes novels. So he's basically writing Young and the Restless as a novel. You have this section, and this section of the show, and it's lacking. It is really lacking. And I'm trying not to get emotional because, and the reason I'm getting emotional is because I've been watching this show since I was born. I've been through the good, the bad, and the whoo child. Let me turn this TV off. But right now it's draining. It's because if I hear that name one more freaking time, that's the mystery. That's the mystery right now. Who is this Aristotle Demas? Drink.
Yeah.
What is Mariah's secret? By the way, Taraya Tigers, happy anniversary. Because I know that came up and they did again. What are they doing with them?
Right.
Sharon going cuckoo. She's off her meds, I guess. Right? Okay, this is what we're doing. Yeah. Kyle, Claire, nobody cares.
Nobody.
Nobody. I mean, you lost all of Claire's balls. Once you talk about deflation, that was the like seriously, like. And by the way, to Allison, who plays Summer, I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah, I know.
So was that her last moment where?
Yeah, when she said she was gonna go over it. Yep.
She's in the living room and she just looks around and does this. And that's it. Now she's in.
That was it.
Okay. All right. I actually, what did you guys think of that?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
Oh, I went on the show.
Oh, no. I just mean if you're going to do it. How they did it, story.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean, yeah, that's fine, I guess.
I thought it was going to be much more dramatic, which I'm glad they didn't do.
Yeah.
I just think it was an abrupt exit. I think she made a decision, or they probably fired her or whatnot. But like, I'm gonna say this: she's a star. She made that role her own. She is a star. I still don't care for Kyle and Claire. Another thing, Young and the Restless. Let me just get this off my chest. First and foremost, Sally and Chelsea are smart women. Let me say that again. Who loves fashion? Let's say it together. Fashion. Why are you going to let them give up their goals and dreams for those losers over there at Newman Media? I don't give a fuck about that.
If you want to go join your boyfriends.
Okay, go ahead. Join your boyfriends.
That's what they did. That's what they did.
That's going to dump you in 6 months. So you go ahead and do that. You know what? And Sally, what have they done to my Sally Spectral Jr.?
It's just heartbreaking.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, before you go, here is my moment. Here's my Tami Govea moment of why I thought this show sucks. You're right. Sit down. At first, she was telling Billy about himself. I love that scene. She was like, okay, come on. Mm-hmm. They're all about you. You're all about them. What are you telling you about? You can't stop talking about them. Well, I thought, and Billy got his little thing. I kind of like them. I thought it was a relationship. He goes, oh no, it's the same thing over and over again. So I like she had a backbone. But when she did the whole, I can help you. He's like, wow. Cut to commercial. Come back. Sit down. Close your eyes. Nice. We're meditating on a soap opera. Really? That's our drama? That's my Tami Govea award for, okay, this show's bad. I don't want to see, do I want to see somebody, I don't want to see Billy meditate? No. I don't want to see that.
My question is, okay, I'm being dead serious when I say this. What have you done to Billy?
Lately.
What have you done to Phyllis?
I know.
My God, what have you even done to? Now I'm going to say it. What did you do to Victor Newman? I love my Eric Braeden. He is the king of kings. But I can't believe I'm about to say this. I never thought in a million years I would say it. I am Victor Newman fatigued.
Yes.
Why does Victor always have to be the hero in everything? Now, I will say this. The scene with Victor and Michael, with Christian and Eric, that was phenomenal. That's because of the actors.
Yeah, the actors, yeah.
They could read me my bills and I'll be like this. What?
Yeah.
I'm past due? Oh my God. That's it. Right.
Jury duty notice? Like, what? Maybe I should respond.
Wait, I have a no, but I'm just saying, like, this show, and I called it after this whole Alan Martin stuff, they would be stuck on the leftover storylines. Again, the second major storyline is get ready to take a drink, y'all. This Dumas person. Now we got another one where Mariah has a secret.
So I didn't miss anything, right? We don't know what this is.
No, we don't know what the secret is. Cameron Grimes said in the interview she knows. Kate says she doesn't. I'm going to tell you something. Guess what? Josh doesn't know. I bet you an amount of money because they're trying to figure out. And we're all smart adults here. We've seen soaps, you know. There's a reason they're doing this whole Tessa Daniel situation.
Exactly.
And I'm going to tell you something right now. I watched All My Children. James, you know what storyline I'm about to say. This totally reminds me of, oh my gosh, now I can't think of it. Bianca, what was Tamara Braun's character's name? Reese.
Mm-hmm. And Zach. Yep, I know.
I'm like this. And I'm like, was Josh over there too at All My Children? Because I had to remember some things. But this, and then Diane. If one of your storylines is the Abbott household remake, remodeling, whatever, which by the way, I don't like it.
I don't either. But
the refresh.
I didn't like it. They kept the front, Tami. They kept the front. They kept the doors.
Yes, they kept the doors. Yeah, and the dining room got a little bit of a refresh.
I don't like it.
Ruin it.
I don't like that couch. I don't like that.
Either.
What's the point of Jack looking at that painting that's in between the pictures of him and Diane and Ashley? Which, by the way, I have a problem with because if this is a family mantle, it should be Jack and Diane, Ashley, Tracy, and like a family, you know, spread it out a little bit. But I'm like, is there going to be a storyline regarding that painting? Is this from is this Dumas from his collection? You know, Billy was actually the voice of reason. I don't like it. And again, for those who are saying,
I don't like it. It doesn't look like the house I grew up in. Shut up and grow up. And
here's what I'm going to say. I actually will defend. I'm going to defend this. Billy never had a real relationship with John Abbott because of certain things. Thanks, Joe. He feels as though this is the only place that hasn't changed. Like everything else in his life has changed. Except for that. That's his comfort. That's a piece of, well, this is where I can come back to regroup because I feel somehow connected to John. But on the other side, what are we doing with Diane? You know, it would have been better off if she had a plan, like I said many moons ago. Thanks, Josh, for screwing that up. I don't care. And then Amy.
Oh, actually, wait, before we get to Amy. Okay, stop there. So stop right there for a second. Because I want to mention the the house was ugly before, it's ugly now. Duan. The house was ugly before, it's ugly now.
I like the light in the stairway.
Ooh,
now
wow.
You can see, now it's not this dark stairway where people go up and they never come back down kind of feel. It's a nice lit. It's almost like they put in a sunroof, not a sunroof. What do they call it?
Skylight.
A skylight.
Sunroof. Just sunroof.
And I do like the coral couch. I like the coral couch.
Tami.
Feminine take on the masculine house that it was before. the darkness.
I'd like to apologize to some people who are listening to audio. Tami is a really nice person. She floats on air.
I was expecting a huge difference.
So here's what I was going to say really briefly. I want to compare it to, if you watch General Hospital, they changed that whole set.
Yeah.
Every room is very different. It's brighter. It's more modern. That whole set is very different.
But then you had Sonny's Headless Horseman condo. I don't know who the F figured that one out.
I like that kitchen though on General Hospital.
The Moss.
And General Hospital, I think kitchen with the Moss.
Give us the Moss.
But I was saying, I think, but it's funny. Well, Italian D'Italian says, I see you change your name. I don't think the show is as bad as you three think it is. It's watchable and interesting. Well, here's the thing. We're just giving our opinions, and everybody's welcome. If you think the show's watchable, some people are watching it, obviously. So if you like it, I love it. If you like it, I love it. That's how we look at it as. But a lot of times when we say we like stuff, people don't like what we say either. They don't like it. So it's one of those things. Italian. We all we have our. I always say 10 people can watch the show and have 10 different opinions, right? You can all see it and be like something different.
I want to challenge that. I want to challenge that comment.
Well, no, I mean, you can like the show. I mean, if you like the show,
I just want to know, how long has he been watching the show?
Well, Italian, she asked you a question. How long have you watched the show? But he said earlier, though, he thinks there's too many companies.
Yes, because I thought we got out of that. That's another thing that was on my list.
So we agree with you on that one, Italian. There's too many companies going on. Right.
It's too many because, again, and look, we've been watching the show to know, yes, there's there's Jabot, there's, Newman Enterprises, which has gone off to different divisions. There's Chancellor Industries. There's, Hamilton Winters, but what happened to Sharon's company? Where's the free clinic that Nick and Devon?
Can we not bring it up? Because then we're adding companies to the landscape.
Yeah, Marchetti, McCaddy, whatever. I mean, now we got Dumas, Galleria. I don't know what's going on.
So Italian says since the late 70s, he is 53.
Okay, so you will understand what I'm about to say.
Uh-oh.
This show is like a roller coaster. We go up, we go down. We go up, we go down. Right now, it's like Final Destination. And you know what scene I'm talking about, where the roller coaster starts falling apart? That's what the show is right now. Yes, it's still watchable because of the actors that we've grown up watching, like Eric Braeden, Melanie Peter and stuff. But now it's getting to the point where just because you have these great actors, you need great acting and great writing. And I'm not seeing that.
Well, for me, it's pacing again. It's pacing. And I know Frank talks about this all the time on GH. I need them to make some movement. Like I said, start these companies, get some stuff. I feel like there's too much planning. It's too much talking. I need some action. I need some consequences.
Don't. I want a boogie.
Hey, I want son. I want to live. Action. I got so much to give. I just think it's like I said, normally on this show, we are kumbaya. We kind of, we like, well, we like this and we like that and we like this, but I'm like, this time, I'm not going to be kumbaya this time. I'm going to tell you what I don't like.
Yeah.
I just don't do it, but I would tell you. I mean, like I said, we love the actors. I see your point, Candice. So I'm just saying, if you like the show, great. I mean, that's why you tune in, you like it and stuff. But we're just saying that this week we're telling you there are a lot of things we think could be fixed. And some of them are simple fixes, let's move forward. Let's show Alexander, whatever his name is, Aristotle Dumas. Let's just already show him. Like, doesn't everybody kind of agree? It's been so long. Like now, everybody's mentioned him. Let's show him.
This is what Josh does. Like, I'm sorry. Like, all right, if this person, because we've all gone through the list, is he Kane? Is he Colin? Right. Would it have been Drusilla? Would it be, Tucker? Will this be, what's my baby's name? Travis. If it's Travis, I would actually be kind of happy about it because but you are building this up to be such a big reveal.
And it's going to be anticlimactic.
Right. And it's like, we already got Dumas's assistant that, hey, Josh, remember this. Sally worked with that assistant. Yes. I want you to remember that, Josh, because Sally did say that she did work with she knew the assistant to Dumas. So my question is, does Sally know who the real Dumas is?
Right.
See, you see, this is, and sometimes, Josh, I think you and some of the writers, and we do know some of the writers, you guys forget that we, the fans, we may not remember our account numbers, our passwords, but Lord knows we remember everything that happens on these soaps. Like the back of our head. We will forget our kids' names sometimes.
I do.
If you're a parent,
one of my kids the same
about. When you get so upset, you be like, you better get your butt in.
I'm always like, you know who I'm talking to. She get over here.
Exactly. But no, like this is May sweeps, by the way. I don't know if they still do May sweeps. Yeah. This is what Young and the Restless does. And I did see in the comments, by the way, hi Josh Chapman. I saw you guys are saying the same thing. Josh isn't really thinking like a normal writer executive. He's looking at this as job security, because if you really think about it, we already saw Emmy Reels. Yeah. And that is what keeps him in the float. But as a fan, it hurts because we know how good this show is. Right. We've seen it. But it just sucks because, and I'm going to take Beyond the Gates out because I know a lot of people have been going to that. It's like Beyond the Gates is giving us everything. And I'm thinking of it like this. Young and the Restless, you got renewed. By the way, shout out to all the soaps because they all got renewed. Yes, all got renewed. All of them. So, that's a good thing. But Young and the Restless, you have been number one for going on almost 40 years. You have been the top of the top when sometimes you shouldn't have been at the top. It just sucks to see the show in this state. It's like the Titanic. You can fix it. And look, trust and believe. Tami, James, and myself, and Amanda, who's not here, because she's still having internet issues. Yeah. And everybody else, we can come up with at least 10 ways to save this show. Changing up the top. Changing at the top. I don't want to see anybody fired, but you can change it up the top. Okay. You need to have a plan because I'm really thinking here. I'm like, okay, this Dumas character. Is this character going to change the landscape? Is this going to be one of those like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
Is Michelle on permanently now or
no?
Mm-mm. She going back to Hallmark?
She's doing her guest category performance.
I don't know what she's doing, but she's not on permanently.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
She looks great.
She looks amazing. I mean, here's the thing.
Her shade towards Devon. I like that shade towards Devon.
Guess who didn't care about it?
See, there's a few things I liked. A few things.
I didn't even like Audra and Holden.
See, they have potential, but I haven't seen them in a while. Where are they?
I'm tired of her saying, leave me alone. No, leave me alone. Oh, come on. Leave me alone. She said no. Just go away.
I'm going to need for that to pick up.
What you asked for. Shut up, Holden.
Tami, I'm going to ask you, I think I said this a couple of moons ago on the show. In order for this to be interesting between Audra and Holden, because clearly there is a secret. There's something there. Remember Audra's kid? That baby?
Oh, you're cutting out. You're doing that scratchy thing again all of a sudden.
I don't know. But you're talking about the kid with her.
Noah.
Yeah.
Don't you think it could be Holden's?
So is the kid alive? Or I thought she lost the baby.
So did Brooklyn. So you got rid of her baby, right? Okay. Here's the thing. And Italian says, like the GH writers, I feel why our writers making up stuff they go along. It's not well. So I tell you, so then, so you kind of agree with us, but you're enjoying what you're seeing, kind of. It sounds like it's like you kind of agree with us. Because my thing is, here's something right here. We're just right here. Holden and Audra, there's a secret. And Nick is suspicious. Meanwhile, Claire's tired of Kyle and his shenanigans, and Holden and Claire sleep together. Done. That's soapy drama all out of that. She gets hooked because I think they have chemistry. When they talk, they have chemistry. And I say something right there. Then Audrey don't like that, and then Kyle don't like that. They find out, and then maybe they come together like back again to do something. I mean, I feel like I need some drama. I need some soap. And I don't mean Tide from Beyond the Gates. Dan Crow put a funny post about that. It was kind of funny. But anyways, but I feel like there's potential with stuff on the show. Why are we making Sharon suddenly? We know she wants Nick, but now she's acting this weird ass bitch towards Phyllis. I think they should be closer now because they went through this whole thing together.
Why?
I'm chalking it up to PTSD. You know, Phyllis is traumatized by what happened. Sharon's traumatized by what happened. Neither one of them is really dealing with it. Although Sharon went away for a while, you think that would help with? I don't know. Nothing makes sense.
Oh my God, Lev D says spray some Febreze on this storyline.
Hold up. I actually do have some Febreze. I got the one kind. I did get it.
Oh, right now I got oops, it's a Johnson & Johnson company. I get some Glade. But
No, you just put it on carbon. We can bag you with something.
Oh my God, Candice.
Your sound.
Oh my God, now your sound is weird. Well, I'll come back in or something. Try it again.
Yeah. Try coming back in.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm with you, Candice. Nancy. Yes, Sally knew Theo. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, she knows like Veronica was saying. It's just like it's to me, the show is not dead. I mean, the show isn't definitely not. It's like it's just it's on repeat. It seems like.
And you know what's interesting is, and you know this, James. I felt this way about Bold.
Yes.
Right, yes. But it wasn't. I was more livid with Bold because it was just a recycling of the same storied, insulting, redundant storylines. Whereas with Y&R, I just feel like they're in a slump.
Yes.
You know, you've been around for 52, how long has it been? 51 years?
Yeah.
We've been through these moments before. Yeah. And, you know, we'll come out the other side.
Right.
Bold, on the other hand, but we'll get to that in the next
Bold, show. Yeah, we're about Bold. What are you doing with Cole? He's in the hospital. I know.
What happened to him?
We don't know.
Oh, my living word.
That's the whole thing. It's like, okay, so Cole goes away. Remember, he's gone for like around some assignment. Comes back and he's sick.
I thought, this whole week was me saying, did I miss something? What happened to Cole? What Mariah? Did I miss something?
The Mariah thing is weird too.
Crazy.
Mariah fans, I know you guys are like, okay, they're on, but I'm telling you, this is a weird storyline. Like, and so when Mariah runs off, who shows up? And there's Daniel, and she's hugging Daniel on the bench. He puts up like, this is like, we already know where it's going. We know where this is going. And I don't mind drama for a couple, but it's like when you're barely on, it's like, it's kind of weird. Like, we don't know what, I don't know what's going on.
Now, I know Daniel used to be in love with Tessa back in the day.
Yeah.
They never were together, were they?
I can't remember. Folks in the chat, you can tell us, were Tessa and Daniel ever together?
I don't think they ever were officially. I just think he's always really dug her.
They're artists. They're both artists.
Yeah,
I get it. I like her blonde hair. I like the blonde hair. I think it's cute.
I like the dark. I prefer dark.
Okay.
Yeah, so she could probably get away with blonde, but I like the dark.
So either way, it's like she's getting more screen time. Like I said, we can be positive. We do this all the time on the show, but today I'm like, no, I'm gonna be a little negative today.
And I don't know if I like Tessa flipping.
I don't like it. I don't like
it. You know, it's like, because that's not how she's been portrayed. She's not bisexual. That's not how she's been portrayed. So if they're gonna do that, that's just not it.
Now, Juwan thinks, I think Mariah and Daniel have been sticking around getting it in.
I think Mariah slept with somebody.
I think so too, but it's so
Oh, what's
cliche.
the big friggin' deal? Oh, yeah.
No, I know. I think she slept with somebody too. So Duane, I'm with you. I think she slept with somebody. I don't know who it was, but I thought because even Tessa said it's to do with Ian. Like I'm thinking, did she find out Ian's alive? Has she been trying to help him or something?
Yeah,
Like
I did something
reverse.
terrible. It has to be connected to Ian.
She's saying no or whatever. I don't know. Well, I gotta go. Tami looks bored. Looks bored even talking about Wyatt.
Right.
What if she tried to kill herself? Ooh, now that'd be now if they could do that story and do it correctly, like almost like they already did that with what's her name with Chelsea. That was
Yeah.
a good story.
I did like the fact
right?
I did like the fact that Chelsea came to her senses and said to Chloe, like, I need to get out of this situation. I made a mistake.
Oh, bye.
But then she's like, oh no, I should try to make it work. I'm like, ay, ay, ay.
So Tessa was attracted to Mariah, and Mariah was dating Noah, who was then attracted to Tessa. Funny. I think Mariah is dealing cocaine. Oh, cocaine? Where'd that come from, Janaea? I tie it says, too much Tessa and Mariah storylines happen off screen. Exactly.
Good.
I don't really know what to do with them as a couple. Love Tessa's a blind. So see, night time we agree on some stuff. We actually agree on some stuff. Yes, it's happened. As I'm saying, it happens off screen. So we don't. You got that. Tessa was like to Mariah. Mariah was dating Noah, who was attracted to Tessa.
Do you think Mariah slept with Noah?
I can't remember. I think they did.
No, I mean, I did a bad thing. Where was her trip? What was this trip she went, business trip?
Girl, we don't know. She just wants a business trip.
Because Noah's in Europe, right? He's somewhere in Europe.
He's in London. That's where they went and saw him. That he's in London.
Slept with Noah. If there was a thing with them back in the day.
Oh my God, and she's pregnant by him.
Because if she's flipping with Noah, then Tessa flipping with Daniel kind of like,
But here's the thing. Mariah's always been the one who's been the crossover. Tessa's always been Noah is her brother.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. Were they dating when she didn't know? I think they were dating when she didn't know their brother and sister, right?
Ugh.
Parents, that would be because they're sister and siblings. I almost forgot about that. Mariah is Sharon's natural child. That's why she's the twin.
Paris, well, that would be crazy since they're siblings.
Paris, I'll take it. Just anything. Give me something. Give me something to do. Give me something to watch. Incest is best. Put your sister to test. No, I don't know. They did on Game of Thrones. Shit.
I love that delivery. Well, that would be crazy since they're siblings.
I know Paris wins for one of the best comments today. Thank you, Paris. That's hilarious. She a business trip with Daniel. Who gets custody of the baby? Situations get ugly. we got it, Rodell. We know they're siblings now. We got it.
Okay.
We're a little slow.
We tried to figure this out. I don't know.
We're trying to figure this out. This is like because we're bored. We're fucking bored. What's going on?
You want to know the comment of the week from Ernie about Y&R?
Okay, say it. Say it.
I'm watching it, and he's kind of walking in and out of the room, and he goes, "There is nothing young and restless about this show."
Oh, okay.
He goes, "They are old and tired."
That is true. There ain't nothing going on on that show. Woo!
I lost it. Like, yep.
Mariah was dating Devon. Tessa was dating Noah. Mariah was attracted to Tessa.
Noah. That's it. It wasn't Daniel. It was Noah.
Noah.
Thank you.
I remember Mariah and Devon. That's right.
That's right.
It was a business trip for Cassidy first, but yeah, we don't know.
That's right.
I thought Mariah could be to breast too from what she said. I know there's something going. Yeah, we're all sitting there making up storyline. We don't know what's going on.
I know something interesting.
I mean, because again, it's off camera. I mean, she's back. Okay, and she didn't go on a business trip with them. She didn't go with Sharon and Nick and them on a business trip to see Noah. So that's right. Noah and Mariah, they're close siblings. They are close siblings. Don't worry, I hate Young and the Restless too. It could be so much better. She's laughing, Paris Barnes. It can. It really can. No, it can. That's the whole thing. we've been on the show many times where we were like, oh my God, Peter Bergman, oh my God. It's like, this show can be good. We know it. The actors are phenomenal. When you it's right there. We almost said about all the shows. General Hospital, we did the acting company is there. We know when they give them something, they can do it.
They're all resting right now.
They're all resting.
They're emotionally resting. So they can come back with some kick-ass storyline and just give it.
It's May sweeps, and I'm ready to sweep this show under the rug. That's what I'm like.
That's the quote of the week, James. May sweeps, we're ready to sweep this show under the rug.
Under the rug, it is.
It's so great. And another, when Claire comes in and says, I want to throw a party. Because I know if I just give this some more time, that Grandpa and Kyle will mend fences and everything will be hunky-dory. And Victoria and Nikki are just looking at each other. Like, this girl knows nothing.
I'm on Kyle's side too, kind of like, nothing's going to work, Claire. I've known him my whole life. Like, she's like, these folks are telling you. They know we know. So Candice, I made my this is my quote of the week. For me, I said this. This is May sweeps, and I want to sweep this show under the rug.
I want to bury it.
Oh yeah, you sound great.
I want to bury
it. So yeah. So it goes. Paris says we wouldn't know who's who because who's connected because they don't show it. Faith and Summer are siblings. They haven't shared a scene together in years. Noah's her brother too. Noah's her brother sister.
I mean, Chance and Chloe never shared scenes since.
Right.
Oh yeah.
They're related. They're cousins.
We should talk about the whole Amy thing.
But half siblings.
People are talking about it.
Chloe and Chance were engaged.
Oh, that's what they're engaged. That's right. But I mean, all from that same family thing. Sorry, go ahead. What do you say, Tami?
People have been bringing up Amy in the chat, so we should.
Oh, okay, we got it. So one sort I said, I don't mind so much. They're all. Tami, do you live close to Palm Springs?
2 hours. We're both.
We're like 2 hours. We're like 2 hours from Palm Springs.
Why, is there a party? Should Tami go to a
party?
There
was an explosion there. There's an explosion there yesterday.
Oh no!
Yeah, there was an explosion there yesterday. Yeah,
I know there was high winds and stuff, and the electricity's down, and explosion.
Oh, there was an explosion. Okay, so also a Mexican ship ran into the Brooklyn Bridge yesterday. I was watching that online. That was crazy.
I saw that.
I was like, what the haystack? What the heck? I was like, what's the world coming to? Okay, we got in the show soon because I got another show to do at 11:30. Okay, so we just ranted for the last 2 minutes. I love it. This will be a huge hit show. I can tell already. Samantha's all, maybe she's at a fertility clinic. Mariah.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Oh my God.
She probably slept with somebody, got drunk, or.
Yes. Oh, so that's why I was asking. I thought you lived there. She thought you lived there, Tami. Why do you think she lived there?
Well, that's the plan eventually.
You're like, okay.
The desert home.
Yeah. But yeah, no. We were talking about Amy. So Amy's story is what I hate the most, in my opinion. Oh, dang it. That's actually one of the few ones I kind of like, actually, because it's kind of sweet. It's not anything, I don't think it's anything bad. I mean, I think it's kind of.
Is it sweet?
But we never saw, here's my problem. Her and Tracy are friends. She mentions going to see Tracy. We never see them together.
Nope.
You couldn't write one scene with Beth Maitland and Valerie Pettiford together, really?
Fabulous. Oh my God.
Why now? But you could do one. And side note, she just posted a picture. She goes, yes, it did happen. Her and Patrick Duffy are in a show together. And I was like, Bobby Ewing, they look good together. They play a couple.
Wait, what?
Yes. She posted like yesterday, a picture of her and Patrick Duffy together. And she goes, yes, this did happen. I was like, my Dallas mixed with my Valerie Pettiford. Is it Family Business? It's some one of those shows.
No, don't tell me it's Family. No, don't tell me Patrick Duffy's going to be on Family. Don't do.
I know, trust me. I was like, what the F? She wrote, this really happened. I know. And we love Valerie. We do. Tami met her. Tami loves her. We love Valerie Pettiford. So I was like, good for her. She getting some work. But no, I don't mind. I don't mind. That storyline doesn't bother me so much. That storyline, because she's getting treatments, she get them done. I love her and Audrey are close. I love that.
I do too. It's so sweet.
Very sweet. It's very sweet. And then Damien, I think Damien actually he's grown on me. For me, I mean, so I like Damien. I think they need to do more, push it forward. But I don't mind him so much.
I'm not really fond of Lily grabbing him by the balls. Like, he has no cojones at all when it comes to her.
No, he doesn't. He loves her. He loves her.
Was Young and Restless, was this your attempt of trying to recreate the Neil Drew thing with Lily? So. And because it ain't working, I still have issues with the whole. And Josh, you could have chose other names, because every time I say Lily, Holden, and Damien,
yeah, I know that's like As the World Turns.
I think As the World Turns, and you're not Young and Restless. You're not As the World Turns by far. You're not. I'm sorry.
That storyline was a whole. I mean, that was a legendary story.
That was when writing. There needs to be a podcast about that. When
I mean, if I had more time, because I'd love to As the World Turns and Guiding Light, I would do one. But I don't have enough time.
I know, but I'm just saying there should be a Daytime Today or Voices of Daytime where we, get some writers and we can talk about the glory days.
Well, I remember. So, folks, you check this out. I did talk. Well, it was I did 2 interviews with Martha Byrne. One was about her time on the soaps and when she played Annie, the kid, on Broadway. And then I talked about her situation with her husband who's going to jail.
Really that was such a great interview, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. I got a lot of.
But it was.
I got a lot of positive feedback from the interview, and someone actually called me a journalist. I was like, "Why?" So I put it. I have a minor degree in journalism, so I actually put that to use for this story. That was I know Martha personally. It's a horrible story. So I'm very proud of that interview myself too. So thank you for saying that, Tami. But I did do an interview with her from the soap stuff too. The haystack jumping down, there's Hold and Dusty, the whole thing. So I mean, like, it literally is just like As the World Turns to the bomb. Don't get me started, Candice. Which I just one of my.
Oh no, trust me. If we could talk about the Doug Marlin years, it would be better than this.
Even the Hogan Schaefer years, I don't mind those either. Those are good. So next week is Nikki's birthday celebration. That is next week apparently. They showed a preview.
Yeah, that's the special episode that they're doing this week. Yes, folks, another standalone episode on Wednesday, which is becoming Young and the Restless version of Inside the Light. Guy, my fans, you remember every Wednesday, where on a special Young and the Restless this week, we're going to take a look at 3 couples on this show as they journey through the ups and the downs and the future. That includes Jack and Diane, because Diane needs to know her place in the family. What is her place in the Abbott family? Michael and Lauren are going through a lot because Michael's being influenced by Victor Newman. How much more can Lauren take? And then Nikki's birthday, and Victor has a surprise. Oh, what would it be?
Here's the thing about now. I love my cousin. I love me some Tracy. We talk all the time. They don't show them enough either. So it's like I'm supposed to care, but they don't show them enough either. I mean, I care because we know them. They're a couple we love for a long time, but like they can act also. Hello. I was watching some old episodes of course, Lauren and Sheila. I was like, Tracy can act and she looks amazing.
See, that was the problem. You looked at old episodes and you was
comparing. I know.
We're all guilty of it. And that's the sad part is, and you know what, before we wrap this up.
Yes.
Josh Griffin, and I have a bone to pick with him.
Really?
You've been a part of this industry as long as I've been alive. You've been on this particular show for almost 20 years in alt and complete total, like head writer, script writer, all that. Right. You should know this show like the back of your hand, and you're going on fumes. I'm sorry. You and the reason I single Josh out sometimes is because during COVID, he was still there. Remember? And also the writer strike. He's not a part of the union. So I'm looking at it from his standpoint of, first and foremost, you're doing 2 jobs. As somebody who did do that for Forever and a Day, which is, by the way, is available for you to listen to right now, it's not easy. You need help. And so I'm stating this right now on the show, CBS, Sony. I need for you guys to give Josh Griffin, and I know Amanda is over there, but I need for somebody to step in and help him out for real though, and help this show out. Because to the Sharon and Nick fans, I'm sorry. I apologize. The trolling needs to end. The Phyllis and Nick fans, I'm sorry. The Philly fans, I'm sorry. To all everybody on the show that's watching, we are loyal. We're a loyal fandom. Trust and believe. But we can only take so much, and that's all I got.
So, Paris, I agree with you. They have no young couples to root for.
No.
Veronica, I agree with you. Bring Gloria back. If you could bring back Judith Chapman,
who's alive.
I've met her, and she is hilarious. Yes, I mean, there's a lot of things they want. They want Lily's kids. They're grown on. There's a lot, and I just think, again, we're not giving up on it. We're still watching. We're still gonna do the show, but we're just saying we know that better days can happen, and that's where I'm. I want to end it on that hopeful note.
You get a new theme song too. New intro.
You know, Haley Aaron was good at her intro. When she turns that little hair, I was like, go on, girl.
I don't want a new theme song for YNR.
No, I just want a new intro. I want a new intro, or just give me. I actually, in all honesty, it was nice. It was nice, but I need a change up. I need something. You know what? Give me my 1999 porn theme back. I'll take that for a minute, because that was.
Well, I need to end the show. Sorry, folks. I need to end the show because I have other shows to do. Shit. Kayla, hi, Kayla. We haven't seen you in a while. Bring back Kevin to support Mariah. He's busy playing Leo over on Days, having a good old time. So he ain't come back right now. He's having a good old time over there. Unlike Wally Kurtz, who does both shows, Leo is featured prominently on Days right now. So you little I don't see him. Okay, kids, we're gonna end it right now. We're gonna end the kids right because we got to do Bold and Beautiful at 11:30. So, folks, thanks for joining us today. This is a lively discussion. We'll be back June 1st. So just make sure you just next weekend have fun. See some Memorial Eyes. What are you guys do on Memorial Day? I don't know what I'm going to do on Memorial Day. I have no idea what I'm going to do on Memorial Day yet. I maybe just like Lime Mill Street. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But we'll see you on June 1st. You know who everybody is. I will see you next time.
Bye.